Hey guys, welcome back to Third House of Terror. You guys are watching this video on August the 14th. So yeah, you guys are watching this video on August the 14th. And tomorrow is 2 years of my channel, which I'm pretty excited about. So yeah, tomorrow I will celebrate 2 years of the channel. But anyway, you guys are definitely watching this video on August the 14th. I hope you guys are doing well tonight, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful night, whatever it is you guys are doing. Yes, I'm pretty excited for 2 years of the channel tomorrow. It went by so fast. It definitely went by so fast, and I've been waiting for my channel to turn 2 years old. So yeah, tomorrow is definitely 2 years of my channel, which I'm pretty excited about. Yep, tomorrow is 2 years that I posted my first YouTube video. But anyway, tonight's video, I'm gonna be telling you guys five scary stories that will give you nightmares. Because I didn't do no research for the next video, so I wanted to tell you guys 5 scary stories that will give you nightmares. Because that's the title of tonight's video. So I'm gonna try to make these stories very scary for you guys. I'm gonna try so hard to tell really terrifying stories. So yeah, I think I can do it to make this video interesting for you guys. But before I start the video, I'm gonna have a drink of my water because it's hot as heck in my room. Okay, let's get started. So, story number 1. There was a group of 8 teenagers who went camping in the woods at night. They were camping in the woods and they heard a lot of loud screaming and moaning sounds. And they were telling some scary stories around the campfire. So yeah, they were telling some scary stories around the campfire. And there was 4 boys and 4 girls who were camping in the woods. 2 of the girls were terrified of the stories. So yeah, 2 of them were terrified of the stories that they were telling. And they heard blood-curdling screams in the woods while they were camping. They were all terrified, and they had a feeling that they were gonna go missing. So yeah, they did have a feeling that they're gonna go missing in the woods. So yeah, here is a scary part I'm gonna say. 3 of the teenagers went missing. It was 2 girls and 1 boy that went missing in the woods. And there is only 5 teenagers left, which were 2 girls and 3 boys. They were in the woods all by themselves. Their friends were never seen or heard from again. So yeah, 3 of the teenagers went missing in the woods, and they were never ever heard from or seen again. Whatever was in the woods must have taken 3 of the teenagers and probably must have killed them too. So yeah, something in the woods must have killed the 5. the three teenagers while they were camping, which is absolutely terrifying. Yep, the three teenagers were never heard from or seen again. Okay, also, okay, story number two. There were four men who were hunting in the woods. So yeah, there are three men who were hunting in the woods. And the sun was starting to set. So yeah, they went hunting in the woods before the sun started to set. And suddenly they heard rustling sounds in the trees. And they heard rustling sounds in the bushes too. And also they saw something in the faraway distance. They saw a creature in the faraway distance. He was 7 or 8 feet tall. It looked like it was Bigfoot or Sasquatch that they saw. So yeah, it looks like they saw Bigfoot, and maybe it was Bigfoot or Sasquatch that they saw. So yeah, finally it was dark outside. They saw a creature. So yeah, there was a creature in the woods that they saw. So yeah, they were all terrified. They got back in their pickup truck, and they drove safely to their own house. So yeah, the four men were absolutely terrified of the 7 or 8 feet tall creature that they saw in the woods while they were hiking. But maybe it was Bigfoot or Sasquatch that they have seen. That's what I think that the four men saw. So yeah, all four of the men were terrified of the creature that they saw in the woods. So yeah, they saw the terrifying, they saw the creature in the woods, and they were absolutely terrified. And they're too scared to go back and to go hiking to go hunting in the woods because of what they saw. They were way too scared to go hunting in the woods because of what they saw. Because they never went hunting for a long time. Sorry everybody that I'm getting close to the camera. Sorry I'm getting close to my phone. I'll check and see what popped up. Okay, story number 3. There were five girls who were having a party at home all by themselves. So yeah, 5 girls were having their own get together party all by themselves. So yeah, they were having their own get together party. They had lots of food that they can eat. They did eat lots of food, and they gathered they gathered around to tell some scary ghost stories. So yeah, they gathered around to tell some scary ghost stories. So yeah, they sat down on the floor to tell some scary ghost stories. And they turned off the lights, and they had a night light with them. And while they were telling some scary stories, they heard something outside. They heard what they heard with whistling sounds, and all of a sudden there was a tapping sound. So yeah, they heard a tapping sound by their window, but someone was tapping on their window. So yeah, the girls were all screamed when they heard a tapping sound at their window. And suddenly there was a knock on the door. So yeah, they heard a knocking at their door. So yeah, but there is nobody at the door when one of the girls looked through the peephole. Nobody was not there. And they heard a tapping sound and a knock on their door again, but nobody was not there. So yeah, there is nobody there. So yeah, the 5 girls did not see anything outside, and they were done telling some scary stories, and they decided to just look at a scary movie on TV and just eat some more of the food that they had. So yeah, the 5 girls were done telling some scary ghost stories, and they just decided to just look at a scary movie on TV while eating more of their food. Okay, story number 4. So yeah, story number 4. Um, there was a young couple who were driving out in the middle of nowhere. So yeah, they're driving out in the middle of nowhere, and it was starting to get dark outside. The sun was starting to set. While they're driving out in the middle of nowhere, all of a sudden their car stopped working. So yeah, their car stopped working. And the boyfriend tried to get his car to start, but it would not start. Him and his girlfriend were in the middle of nowhere all by themselves. They were completely alone, and there was nobody around. Yeah, there was nobody around when their car would not start. And the girlfriend was getting really scared because she really wanted to go home. She begged her boyfriend to get their truck to work. So yeah, he tried to fix the truck. Or car. I forgot what I was saying in this story. Car or truck. Wait, I'm gonna just say their car would not start. Yeah, their car would not start. The girlfriend begged her boyfriend to get the car to work so they can go home. Because they were completely alone in the middle of nowhere. There is no one there to help them. The young couple were alone in the middle of nowhere. And it was getting dark outside. The sun was starting to set. The boyfriend tried to start up the car, but it would not start no matter how many times he turned his key in the ignition. And it was already dark outside. The boyfriend and his girlfriend sat in the car for a couple of hours to see if the car will start. So yeah, they did sit in a car for a few hours to see if the car will start. So yeah, the boyfriend tried to start the car one more time, and finally his car was working. And his girlfriend was happy because she was happy that the car finally started, and they safely drove back home. So yeah, they finally drove safely back home. So yeah, the girlfriend and her boyfriend finally made it back home. And they never drove in the middle of nowhere ever again. Especially at night before the sun started to set. They never ever drove in the middle of nowhere at night. Especially before the sun went down. This young couple definitely never drove in the middle of nowhere ever again. Because being okay, being lost in the middle of nowhere is scary, especially if your vehicle does not start. So yeah, being lost in the middle of nowhere whenever your car does not work is absolutely scary. Yeah, it's absolutely scary to be lost in the middle of nowhere, especially if your car breaks down. That's the scariest thing ever, too. Being lost in the middle of nowhere whenever your car breaks down. That's my utter biggest fear. Yep, my other biggest fear. Okay, now this is the last story. Story number 5. Story number 5. There was um 3 boys. 3 boys were taking a walk in the woods. They were walking in the woods. While they're walking in the woods, they heard a terrifying scream noise. Yeah, they heard a terrifying scream, followed by lapping sounds. Yeah, they heard a lapping sound along with a loud screaming noise. The 3 boys were getting so scared that they heard all that noise in the woods while they were walking. And it was about to get dark outside while the 3 boys were walking in the woods all by themselves. And they heard another loud scream echoed throughout the night. The loud scream echoed throughout the night. Yep, they heard a loud scream echo throughout the night. The boys ran out of the woods and they got back in their truck. When they got back in their truck, they locked all the doors and windows and they drove safely back home. These 3 boys never went walking in the woods during sunset ever again. Yeah, these 3 boys definitely never went walking in the woods during sunset ever again. Okay, that was 5 scary stories that will give you nightmares. I really hope you guys enjoyed these scary stories. I really hope you guys did enjoy the scary stories that will give you nightmares. If you guys enjoyed this video, give me a big old thumbs up if you guys enjoyed this video. And subscribe to my channel if you guys haven't already so you guys don't miss a new video. I post every single week. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys. And as always, stay creepy.